played by this man right here. This is Maynard Ferguson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks. Nice to have you come and be with us today.
I'm delighted to be here.
How old were you when you picked up a horn for the first time? I mean,
I've been playing music since I was 4, and that's all I've ever done. That's all I ever wanted to do, and I just think I'm very fortunate that God let me know what to do when I was 4.
And you didn't have any midlife crisis. You didn't have to reorder your priorities. You knew where you were going all the way.
It seems like that, yes.
Of course, you were magic, though. You know, a lot of kids pick up a horn, you know, and they go to their music lesson and they drive their parents crazy and they get in the marching band. That's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
But in your case, there was something special.
Well, I tell you what, on the other hand, the marching bands are what's making music great in America today. Not just the marching bands, but the concert bands, the stage bands, as they call it, and all those things that have to do with music education. So the young people today have such a multi-directional love of music that's why sometimes half-times are more exciting than the ball game.
That's right.
You're right.
When you were little and you played, you must have improvised an awful lot. Did that improvisation help you greatly as you grew up?
Oh, very much so. We were just discussing yesterday that jazz improvisation is one thing, and also the lost art of classical improvisation. And so that's part of music that's been with me, I guess, all my days. To me, the instruments are toys. I really never think of words like dedication, sacrifice. I think that's really silly. I have a lot of fun in life, and anybody who can do it for as long as I have and feel that at age 55 it's even more fun than it was when I was 9 or 10, I think I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, you must have made a right career decision somewhere along the line.
Has jazz itself, the basics of it, changed at all over those years?
Oh, well,
50 years?
Yes, with a lot of artists such as myself, we enjoy being contemporary, but not in the sense that is usually meant by the media. We're enjoying it not because it's contemporary, but because it's a changing art form, and it's done here and now, and as opposed to a recording or a videotape, which is, of course, a recording of something that was done before. And so our performances are fun in that we just go right out there and do it. We don't get any second chances like a painter.
But I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Peabody's has moved to the Flats, and they have the Cove down there, and that's where you were yesterday.
That's right.
And how has the audience changed for you over the years?
The audience is
young kids now?
I'm sure I'm not getting older, but the audience has gotten very much younger, and that has to do once again with the music educators and also with an awareness of music in this country by the young people and the young music students.
I was talking to some college kids the other day, and they all agreed that the most important thing in their lives, perhaps even more important in their college careers than what they're actually studying, is the music that they listen to, that they have around them, that they surround themselves with in their cars, in their rooms, wherever they go.
That's right. Now, it's no longer just buy your kid a stereo for his dorm. And now it's the Walkmans, right? And the they don't even have to carry those big things if they want to be really hip. They've got their earphones and they're really into it. And every guy in my band is a award winner of some kind, whether it's North Texas State University or the Eastman School of Music or Berkeley or University of Miami. They're all very well educated young musicians. And they sit there with those earphones and they'll say, "Hey, Maynard, dig this." So I get educated by all those wonderful musicians in my band as well as whatever I pass on to them.
Somebody wants to ask a question. Good morning.
Oh, hi, Maynard.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, fine. I was down at the Cove last night for both sets, and I finally regained my hearing.
Sorry about that.
Fantastic. The guys in the band have got such great volume and accuracy with their tonguing. It was terrific.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
So you run a tight ship and a tight band.
Well, I would say that it's a very tight band, but it's more a question of a love of the music rather than any real personality dominance of the old man over the crew.
Hi, your question.
Hi, good morning. Maynard. I just wanted to say hi and thanks for all the years of inspiration. I have played trumpet for 10 years.
Oh, that's great.
And I just think you're terrific. Yeah, I've been a fan of yours for years, and I just wanted to say thanks.
Well, thank you very much for calling.
Okay, bye.
Was there, as you were growing up, any trumpet players that you used to look upon with awe, and are there any today?
Oh, well, there are many today. I've got 3 marvelous trumpet players in my band. I always make a joke about the fact that they're all great lead trumpet players, all 3 of them. One of them's from the University of Houston. I didn't mention that school. But all 3 of them are such marvelous soloists that I never allowed them to play. And, and I always say, as soon as they get just a little bit better, I'm going to fire them.
Hi, your question.
First of all, I'd like to tell Maynard I think he's terrific. And second of all, when can we get his new album?
Oh,
Speaking
When
of,
am I, we're going to plug the album now.
sure, I might as well.
Oh,
pull it up.
okay,
I
isn't that
happen to have
marvelous?
it here.
Okay, yet another increase in my incredible wealth. This is called the Storm album, and it has things like a version of Sesame Street, and As Time Goes By, which is really fun on the album, and then a lot of original material as well, and Latino Love Walk, which is a very exciting thing that we really enjoy. And can I
I've
read
never
that?
Sure.
seen an album with a warning on it.
Well, this is a album it's an audio file and a digital and all that kind of thing. And I just love this. Actually, I wish you'd read
All right,
that.
let me read this
Right,
to you.
that's serious, and I want this to be serious now.
This is real serious. It
Yeah.
says, warning, the dynamic range of this recording may exceed the capabilities of your cartridge and audio system. You must calibrate your stylus tracking weight and anti-skidding force to their recommended perspective optimal level.
Isn't that incredible?
Wow.
That would,
What does that mean?
I think
I'd
that
be
would
afraid
scare
to-
me from buying the
I'd be
album
afraid to play
myself.
that. Play it on
There's
my
got to be a
junk
lot
at
of
home.
sound coming out of that album.
Well, there is a lot of sound, and it's very, very well recorded, and it's produced by Jeffrey Weber, and all that sort of thing. But the audiophile thing is borrowing the techniques of today, other than the stacking and overdubbing. There's no editing in this. It's just straight ahead. This is what you played, and this is what. But by doing that, you have a superior recording quality. But I think the warning is absolutely charming. Some of the young guys in the band can do it. Like, hey, it's all happening, and just be careful that you don't. And they do the rock disc jockey imitations and things like that. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
So this is very, it's low-tech, high-tech. That is to say, you're just playing the music, and they're recording it, but they're recording it in the best possible way.
That's right. Yeah.
No overdubbing. You're just playing a set, and
That's
it's
right.
onto the recording, which is, of course, a nice circle. We've come full circle.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you're on your way to Toronto in a few minutes, and then you're off to India.
Well, we're going to go and play in Japan for a week in the Japanese Alps. That's a whole thing put on by George Wein and all those
Great jazz
Newport people and all those cool cigarette people or whatever it is they do. And then going to India, where I spend a month every year anyway with my wife. So that's kind of vacation time, except we will do 5 concerts in India. So we're very excited about that.
Maynard, thanks a million for coming by this morning. It's
Well,
wonderful
thank
to
you
see
for having me.
Playing
Nice to
just
see you
great.
again.
Thank you. Maynard Ferguson. We'll tell you about tomorrow's show.